everybody, it's Sonia, Sonia K Creations. Hope you're having a great night. Come on in. We're going to get started. We're going to do maybe 2 Christmas projects. So they're going to be pretty simple. I've been in Seattle all day and just got home. So just come up with a couple simple things that'll be cute and hopefully it will sell at my bazaar. So sometimes the simple things sell better than the more extravagant things. So let me know that you're watching and come on in and sprinkle. That'd be great. So yeah, we went to go to Seattle today, which is about, I guess it's about a 2.5 hour drive, but we left at like 9:30, and by the time we had lunch and then went to the doctor's appointment and got home, you know, it was after 5 or close to 5, I think, maybe 4:30. And we just went straight there and straight back. So come on in. So I see there's a few people on, so we're just gonna get started. So we're gonna make a, hi Jeanette, we're gonna make a Christmas project, and I've used these before. It says Hoppy Hoppy Hoppy. I got them at Fred Meyer, which is like Kroger for a lot of you, and I got them after Easter, and I got them for 90% off, so I paid 99 cents. So they're pretty good size, and I think I have this one more after this one left. I bought like 4 of them. They're cheaper than Dollar Tree. So what we're going to do is, of course, use moss, because that's my colors. I like my booth at the bazaar to look kind of uniform. So if you get tired of, this feels like it has black paint on it. I don't like this brush. That's why. But you can use any colors. Just because you don't want to use this color, you can still take the ideas and do whatever you want with it. So I'm just going to paint the what is this called? The frame with the moss. And because I know a lot of my projects look a lot alike. Well, yesterday's was different, but a lot of them are green and red and white, red and striped paper, which is, this one is going to be that. That's what I like. So I'm just doing the frame, and I'm going to get a little bit on the front of this, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to show. Jim? Where did you find the moss paint? I just find it at my local Walmart. They did for a little bit get that Holly, I always want to call it Holly Hobby, but I don't think it's called that. It's Hobby something paint, and I did not like it near as much. And now it has the Waverly back. I know you can get it on Amazon, but I think it's outrageously priced when I've looked on there before. I went live last night, and I need to put a picture of what I did last night, but I haven't been home all day, so I'll probably put that on tomorrow. And then I'll go live tonight, and then tomorrow I have to make two big pans of homemade lasagna, get some stuff ready for potato salad. I'm in charge of all the food at the retreat. I'm going to women's retreat on Friday, so I'm going to get started on a lot of it tomorrow, because I'm going to bring the lasagna already made and potato salad and stuff. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, and then we're going to go to the fair tomorrow night. Just my husband and I. Alex went to the fair last night. I put a post about that. Some friends took him. So my other son's going to come watch, and his wife are going to come watch Alex, so we can go to the fair and have a little date night. And then I'll be gone Friday through Sunday at retreat. My last little event with the ladies of our church. So that'll be fun, but sad at the same time. I'll get to see him, you know, but not like every Sunday, so it'll be bittersweet. I'm hoping I only have to put one coat on this. See if I got every side. Oh, I always miss one. I'll have to watch a replay of your live from last night. Yeah, I made a replica of an old-fashioned scale, which I had a hard time keeping it together, but I think I got it now. I actually found that I had a brand new tube of E6000, which I didn't know about, and that's working a lot better than that old gloppy stuff I had. Okay, so we have that. So I just painted the edge, the whatever you call it, the frame. And now I think we'll do a second project, so it'll just be they're both fairly easy. So I found this really cute cutting board at the thrift store for like $1.99. It was still in like the wrapping. So I just thought this would be cute to take moss, and my plan was that I was just gonna paint it kind of sloppily. That's what I've tried before and never liked it, but I see other people do it and it always looks cute, so we're going to try it. Make it look like it's all the paint's worn off after the years. You don't want it to look absolutely perfect, so I kind of have it like that. Then I'm going to put some on the, I'm not going to paint the back, but I'm going to put some on the sides. And then we're going to go back and sand it all anyway. I just came up with these projects really quick this morning before I left for Seattle. So hopefully they'll be cute. Simple but cute. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So we'll just let that dry and we'll come back to that in a little bit. I was so excited to shop at Farm Girl Pickens today, my new favorite store. I love it too. I got a really cute pillow there the other day, like a ball pillow. She's talking about a boutique here in our town that we have. That's where I get the Iron Orchid design stuff, which we're going to use. I just got stuck my hands in. Anyway, which we're going to use today. So, all right. So then before the live, this is just like a piece of that thin wood. It was like a square shape, but I like just scored it with a, what do you call it? Like a, oh gosh, X-Acto knife until it broke to the size I wanted. And I already painted it. It just looks pretty good. Just going to touch up a few spots. Really the only part it's going to show is the edge. So you could use like any of the MDF boards from Dollar Tree too. I just didn't have one really the right size that was even close to the right size. Alex's appointment went great. It was just every 6 months we meet with his epilepsy doctor, and he had a few big seizures recently, so we talked about that, and we think it's probably because he wasn't feeling well. They checked he has a vagus nerve stimulator implanted in his chest. They checked that to make sure it's all working good. Do labs, stuff like that. It all went good. It's a long ways to drive for a half-hour appointment, but sometimes we can do it through telehealth, but when they have to check his vagus nerve stimulator, we have to go in there, so. But it went good. Alright, so I need to get some new ones. I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to mostly just sand the edges, because that's really all that's going to show on this. bring back some of that wood, but if you don't like that, you don't have to do it. Okay, so just did that. Then what we're gonna, the main thing is we're gonna use a piece of paper from decoupagecentral.com, and I cut around it. Usually I tear it, but this one I like the red border, so I cut around it, and this is really cute. It says Farm Fresh Christmas trees, pine, spruce, fir, established 1905, cut and carry. But I just love the simplicity of it, and it goes good with moss. So we're just gonna put that right on here. So I'm gonna just take a glue stick and do that. You can use Mod Podge if you want. Of course, whenever I use glue stick, you can use Mod Podge. You can use whatever glue you really want to. It's a crafter I watch, and she uses hot glue a lot with paper, which I don't really like doing that, but to each their own. There's many ways to make lots of different things. You don't have to all do them the same way. Okay. Get this on here, fairly even border all the way around. That looks pretty good. You can see the purple through, but you won't after it dries. That looks cute. That'll look cute just like that. Hi, Crafty Hawk Mom. Hi, Linda and Betty and Sue. 2 Susans. So we have that. Okay. Now let's go back to our frame and see if it needs... Oops, I see some spots already that I missed. I don't think I'll need a second coat, just touch up some spots. Okay, just absorb. Gosh, I keep thinking it's good and then I see spots I missed. I think that's pretty good. Alright, so let's dry that. Hi, Jennifer. It does look cute, I think. This piece of paper on a piece of wood. We're going to make it even cuter, I think. Alright, that's probably good. Alright, so then we'll sand that a little bit too. Definitely need to get some new sanding blocks again. I think I asked you guys last time, but have you guys started crafting for Christmas yet? If you craft, I know some of you don't, and that's fine too. I wouldn't craft near as much if I didn't craft with you guys, that's for sure. I don't really like to craft on my own. I like to do it with somebody. And with you guys, I feel like I'm doing it with somebody. Okay, let me kind of wipe this down a little bit. See, I kind of distressed it a little bit. Hi Gladys, you love when Alex laughs. You're lucky you're not hearing it a lot right now because, well, not lucky, you probably like it, but he's been giggly all day, like really giggly, and even the doctor's like, whoa, you're a happy boy today. But he's kind of stopped a little bit, not as giggly as he was. We stopped at McDonald's on the way there, and everybody was watching him because he was so giggly. They smile, they like it. We tried to make him be a little quieter, but everybody likes it, I think. Okay. Alright, and you knew what was going to happen. I need to, will you do your one event for the holiday this year? Yeah, just one. I just do one because I sell one-of-a-kind things. I don't make a lot, and usually I sell most of it. So, of course, we're going to use the paper because that's just who I am, right? Let's make sure I cut it good. See if it's going to lay flat here. Might trim just a tiny bit off this end. Yeah, I could see where it's a little bit bigger right there. See if that's better. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, let's get that back out. And I think we will put it mostly on here, and then I'll put the edges on the paper because it's kind of hard to get on the edges of the frame. And this you could easily do with Mod Podge as well. Go on the edges here. Okay. Oops. It's already not quite perfect, but that's all right. Got some paint paste or glue on the outside. All right, let me get something to press it down with. Let's see. Where are my scrapers? I don't know where they are. I can get this for the middle, but I guess I'll just do it with my fingers. It's easier. Okay. And if I get a little glue on it like I did, you take a wet wipe, takes it off pretty easy. This paper has a little bit of a slickness to it, so. Okay, I think that's good. So we got that. You have several crafts made. Okay. You like having a crafting partner? Yeah, I do too. All right, so then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right in the middle. Isn't that going to be cute? I think I'm going to raise it a little bit with some of these, maybe like 4 of them. So I like to do them just in a little bit so you don't see them from the edge. Put a little wood glue on each one and then I'll add a little hot glue. Some of them a little too much glue. No one to craft with? Yeah. I'm going to have some friends over before Christmas sometime to do some Choc Couture crafting. They wanted to do that, so that'll be fun. So I add a little more wood glue and some hot glue to each of these. Oops, I guess I should have figured out where I was going to put this before because now I don't know. We're going to hope that's pretty centered. I think that's pretty good. That's so cute. What do you guys think? Do you like it? We're going to add some, I think some, guess I didn't show it to you very long. We're going to add some trim around the edges just because it's not perfectly cut. Pictures from DecoupageCentral.com. I got a whole bunch of them, or Christmas things from them. Okay, I think I'll start this in the corner, I think. This is always so hard because my glue seems to dry very quickly. Whoa, I thought that was going to fall on my foot. And I like my string to be very straight, so I gotta figure this out. Everything's all tangled, so that's part of my problem. There, that's a little bit better. Did I unplug it? Okay, no. Okay. I'm just going around, see with this is just some twine, a little bit thicker than baker's twine that I think I got it from one of the Michaels grab boxes one year after Christmas. I've done this 100 times, but I like the way it looks. It's not, I don't like using that big nautical rope that a lot of people use, and that's fine if people like it, but I think it's just so bulky. Okay, one side down. I would do longer pass with the glue, but I just find that it just dries so fast. We're doing good. Trying to keep it right on the edge so we don't see glue. This is a cute picture. I might want to keep this one for myself. I'm not into chalk anymore. I have a lot of transfers, some chalk paste, but I love to sell them, but I have stamping. I'll have to read that after the live. I couldn't get all of it. I don't need any more Chalkature transfers either. I got enough to last me the rest of my life, but I still keep buying more. Or getting more. Sometimes I get them for free because you can earn money, or earn dollars, and if you want to know how to do that, you don't have to go live. You can show it to your friends and do it that way. A lot of people just have private, you know, like the old parties that people used to have in their homes. You can do that with Chalkature. Almost done. That is so cute. You can't do a lot anymore because of your health. Oh, I'm sorry. You can see just a little bit in there. I think it looks cute. Let's see, did I want to do it? I think I was just going to leave this one real simple. I thought about putting some glitter on the trees, but they don't even have snow on their trees, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I think it looks good. Is that crooked? Oh my gosh, it is a little crooked. Well, it's not terribly crooked. It's just a tad bit. I love it though. Just a little. It's not bad. No, it's pretty good. Just maybe the left corner down just a hair, but that's okay. It's not that bad. All right, so that's our first project. I think it's adorable. Simple, adorable. But it really cost me like 99 cents. Sometimes I like to think of how much it costs. This is the most expensive. These are like $3 something just for the print. But you can find some other print cheaper. So say $4. You know, it cost me this like $5 or $6 to make, but I'll probably sell it for $18 to $20. That's probably what I would get in our area. All right, so then we're just going to go back to this, and this is going to be almost even simpler. So we painted it. It's almost dry, not quite dry. If I don't like this, then we might... Oops, I unplugged this. I knew I unplugged something. We could always paint it the rest of the way. Pretty much dry except for a little spot in the middle. Okay. Let me see if I can find a better sanding sponge. Not really. Let's see if this one's any better. I really want to sand it good, and that is not very. This one's better. I don't want it to look like it's worn off, so you want to get the edges really sanded. You don't want it to look like it was just painted and then it's not painted well, I guess you'd say. I don't know what, just makes it look better when you sand it. Do the sides. Kind of hard to paint this part. I mean, sand this part. Yeah, I'm liking how that's looking. Yeah, that's good. Did I do the bottom? Not really. Okay, so that looks pretty good. That's kind of how I wanted it to look. Thank you guys. I'm glad you liked the last project. It's pretty cute. Let's wipe off some of this dust. I always don't want to paint the back, but then it ends up looking like this, so I have to do it. Or I could sand it off, I guess. I'll do that later. I always say that, and then I go to my bazaar and I have to do all these last minute touch-ups on everything. Alright, so I got that off. I'm going to dry it a little bit. I gotta have it good and dry because we're gonna use a what do you call them, a rub-on transfer from this new Santa's Hollow book. I haven't used any yet. If you want to find them, you can look online, Iron Orchid Designs, and somebody will be selling them, or you can find a place in your area that's how I found the boutique in our area that sells them. Okay, so the one I picked out was this cute little, I don't know what he's reading, maybe it's his book that has the Naughty or Nice list, but it's just a cute little vintage Santa with a book. So I'll show you, this one has like stuff for fall in it too, but you can kind of see some of the things I have in there. It has all those pages. So we're going to take this and this is going to look pretty on here. I just want to put it down in the corner. So you just take it off the white sheet and then put it wherever you want. I'm going to put it right here, I think. Press it down, they all come with a little stick, but you can use really anything, fingers even. and just start pressing down. And if it's good, as long as your surface is really good and dry and the paint's not going to come up, when you sand it really helps so the paint won't come up. It'll if it's all good and done dry, it'll just come right off. And if you're lifting it up and a part's still on the transfer sheet, you just lay it back down and rub over it again. These bigger ones that are more solid, they're a lot easier than like the little intricate word ones. It's coming right off now. But make sure your paint's dry because it'll pull your paint up and then you really can't fix it. And just, you can burnish it with your fingers if you're careful or with the sheet. So that's really cute like that, but I think I'm going to add some dark wax to it. And some, yeah, I think so. Hopefully it won't make it look bad. So I'm just going to take some clear wax. This is just some I get from the Behr brand from over Home Depot. But I'm just going to put it on here, and it has a little bit of probably dark wax in it. But I'm just doing this clear wax first so that I can move the dark wax around a little bit more. I just want this to look a little more aged. And if I don't like it, then I messed it up. No. I can put more clear wax on it and take some of the dark wax off, but this just makes it kind of slick, so when I put the darker wax on it, yeah, I can just wipe it off. I'm not a waxing expert. I don't do it a lot, but I do like it. And it seals in your transfer. So then I'm going to take, that was clear, and this is dark antique. So I'm just going to take a little. I don't want too much. And I'm just going to go right over the top of this. And especially on that wood part, it should make that wood darker. It looks scary, but it's not. Just get it all. I'm not going to make it super dark, but I find that these little things like cutting boards sell very good at craft fairs. I don't have good luck selling things like, even if they're cute, like I thought like ornaments and stuff would sell really good because they're cheaper, but I hardly sell any ornaments. But something that's kind of middle of the road like this that doesn't cost a lot, that's what I sell most. I need to go grab a paper towel because I forgot to grab one. I'll be right back. What you doing, Alex? Alright, so I'm just going to grab a paper towel and then I'm just going to wipe it back. And that's why I put the because this wood is a little bit dry or like rough. So if I wouldn't put the clear on, it would make a lot of the darker stuff stay. Like there's like rough spots in the middle and that's where it's sticking more. But I don't mind it, and if I don't like it, I can take clear wax and go over that part and yeah. Maybe I'll just sand the back. That looked really cute. Maybe I'll just sand the back right now and get this paint off. Here, this one's better. This little bit of paint that I got on the back, and I'll just dark wax it. Then the whole thing will look good. I don't know if I'll be able to get it off with this terrible sanding block. Oh well, we're just going to go for it. I think it'll be fine. This will make it look like it's more finished on the back. But kind of make it look like it's been used a lot. I don't care about the back too much. If I want to go back and get that paint off better, I can, but I don't think it looks bad. I think that looks so cute. What do you guys think? If you put IOD on glass, do you seal it like on wood? I think you're supposed to. I don't always seal my stuff if it's for me because I just never have a problem with it getting scratched or anything. But if I sell it, I probably would just go over it with like, just right on the, of course, just right on the transfer. You could do it with Mod Podge or you could do it with clear wax or, I think that looks cute. Let's see if there's anything else that would look cute with it. Because it has lots of little different parts, like holly. I was thinking it had a word. I think it had the word December, but I don't know where it's at. I think I cut it out thinking I might use it, but that's all right. I think it looks good. I got out some ribbon to put in the hole, but I think it might be a little too bright. I have this. This is a little, it's velvet and it's a little more subdued. That might be cute. We'll see. Otherwise, I'm just gonna leave it. Oh, thanks, Shelly. I like them both too. I'm gonna see if this will look cute in here. That hole is not very done out very good. I can get it through there. There it goes. I love this velvet ribbon, but I don't like that it's not velvet on both sides. I wish it was. But I think it'll be cute just to kind of, if I don't like this, then we just take it off very simply. You know, I like to have some kind of accent on everything. And if somebody doesn't like the ribbon, when they go to buy it, they can just snip it off. Trying to keep the, you know, the outside facing out. Still kind of see the, I think it looks cute. If they don't like it, they can take it off. So just a little hanging, they could hang it up by this too, or just have it hanging down. That's all right, Sharon, we're just getting done. But we made this, which is really cute, super easy and fast. I think it's really cute. I'd put that in my kitchen for sure. And then this, which I keep looking at and thinking it's a little bit offset, a little bit crooked, but when I hold it up here and I don't think it looks too bad. So those are cute. 2 more things to go in my booth for the bazaar. I love them. What do you guys think? Love velvet ribbon, using it a lot this year. Yeah, I haven't used it a lot, but I think I like this one with it because it's a little, the other red ribbon was a little bit too bright. This is more kind of a mellow red, more of the red like that's in here. So that's our projects for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know that you did. And I will see you next time. Bye.